That's the first time that's happened since I bought it. Is it open? Yep, I can get in. That's good to know. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Decided the best place to record this video would be in the car, just because I like the car, and now I actually have a full-time video, or not full-time, but I have a video editor who actually does everything for me, so I can just record stuff on my iPhone and then email it to him, and he just goes from there. So really convenient, and if you're running a personal brand, I recommend you do it. And actually a lot of my coaching students now do that because it's just so easy. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is me talking about, I wanted to sort of share like how I actually structure coaching and how I actually booked a coaching client that paid me $3,000, and you can see the screenshot right here. And if I don't provide you the screenshot, Nate, my video editor, just shoot me a text, I'll get it to you. Put it right there, show people. This is from a client who actually was at my in-home personal branding and social media marketing mastermind in my home here about 4 months ago. He then went ahead and paid me $1,500 for a month's worth of coaching, and now I have him locked in for that. I believe it's now, he bought a package deal for a more long-term amount of coaching where I'm going to be helping him build his personal brand, and his niche is very incredible. He's actually an ex-high school teacher. So he was teaching high school, and he says he stopped teaching high school for the same reason that he started teaching high school, which is he wanted to help kids. So it's a very, very cool message, and my goal is to sort of help him build his personal brand and sell a program for in-home education and all these really fancy things. But I wanted to talk to you about, look, how you can actually start booking coaching clients and how you can actually scale that business online, because it's something that you really only need a phone to do. So there's sort of only a handful of elements that really make up a good coaching business. The first of all is content, and that actually drives awareness and drives reach. And that's what really this piece of content is doing right now. I'm helping you understand who I am so that you can sort of, know what my business is about, know what I do, right? Number two is you also have to have an actual problem that you're solving. So you can't just coach just to coach. Like, people reach out to you because you have a specific thing that you help people with. And then lastly, you need to have a good system in place for once you have somebody working with you. So for me, I use a couple different softwares to actually manage the clients, to actually manage leads, for sending invoices, for scheduling. The client can schedule on my calendar, all kinds of stuff like that. I actually lay that out in depth and in detail in my program, Impact Income. But the basics of it are, I use ClickFunnels for a landing page. I use online calendar software so that they can click a link and book a time on my calendar, and then I use just basic invoicing software to send over the invoice, and then I use WhatsApp to actually maintain the relationship with the client. It's a bit more complex than that, and I have a system in place that makes it super easy, so I can only work a couple hours a week on, all my clients combined. I only work a couple hours a week, and it's really, really easy that way. But I want to talk about the psychology of booking a coaching client, because people don't realize that the most important thing is the psychology. What you're ultimately helping anybody do when you sell anything, you're helping somebody go from a desired situation, or from their current situation here to their desired situation, and you are the bridge getting them from point A, their current, to point B, their desired. And what you're doing is you're selling that bridge, right? So with maybe my programs, or maybe with my agency, or with anything that I do for people, any of these services that I offer, as my sister's coming back out with the dog now. You see her, she's taking the dog for a walk, I guess. But with anything that you sell, you're not selling the thing you're selling. You're actually selling the feeling of the person. You're actually selling to that person a feeling. You're selling to that person a story. You're selling to that person because ultimately everything is a commodity. We don't need money. I didn't need this car. I don't need this jacket. I could just go inside, right? Have air conditioning. So you don't need anything. Everything is a commodity. So what you're selling to them is you're giving them a bridge to arrive at their desired situation from their current situation. And and I learned this from Sam Ovens. He's one of my biggest business mentors. If you don't know who Sam Ovens is, he's a total beast, and I talk very highly of him. He talks about how, sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. How the global economy ticks on people waking up every morning and searching for their desired situation and purchasing their desired situation, right? So when you sell coaching, let's apply this to coaching now. When you sell coaching, You're not selling your time. You're not selling your advice. You are selling ultimately a result. And the result is something that they've attached emotion to, and that is something that they have associated either money or happiness or whatever with. So when I'm selling this client who paid me $3,000 for personal brand coaching, what I'm actually doing is I'm selling them on a result that they have ingrained in their own head. It's nothing that I have to do for them. They already know how powerful this stuff is because they were at my in-home mastermind. They understand how to work it, and they learned so much from me at my in-home mastermind that they ended up wanting to work with me more long-term, right? So I sold them on, look, I'm going to come in and put in the staples of your personal brand and build it with you, and we're going to make this thing rock, right? I'm helping him with his content, helping him with his offers, helping him with his niche research, helping him with his market research, all this stuff, helping him understand his personal brand from the ground up. So this to say, if you're selling coaching, you are not selling your time. You have to sell a result, right? So people try to say, book me for coaching. You know, maybe there's a link in the description to book me for coaching for $150 for an hour or whatever. Like, that's not how I do it. I'm very long term. When you work with me, you're a part of my family now. Like, you are, like, literally, I'm not even kidding. My clients have flown out to my house to hear from me. Like, I've had people fly in from like Texas, and people drive like 4 hours or whatever, like, to meet with me, be here. And that's because I consider my clients a part of the family. When you coach with me, it's more than that. So when you're selling coaching, it's not just a one-off thing. When you sell coaching, you have to drive a specific result for somebody, right? Now, sometimes that specific result can be just the solution to a small problem, which takes a half hour to solve. I get that, in which case coaching makes sense on a short term. But if you want to do it right, you have to sell ultimately a result. And that result has to be something that they've attached emotion to. Otherwise, I couldn't get anybody to spend $3,000 on me. There's no way I could get somebody to spend $3,000 on me unless I knew exactly what result I was driving for them and exactly what they wanted. Oh, she's playing with the snow now, again on the back window. Did you see that? Whatever. Unless I knew exactly what result I'm driving for them and they've attached emotion to that result, right? So I hope this makes sense. I hope it's not too fluff and too all over the place. I hope this video drove home a very simple point, which is when you're selling a service, especially an information service like a course or coaching or something like that, you are not selling the information. You are selling the result that comes with them now knowing the information. And if you can tap into the core mechanism of that, there is infinite amounts of money to be made being the bridge that takes people from a current situation to their desired situation. And that's how I was able to book a client for $3,000. And I'll probably spend only about 6 or 7 hours actually truly tending to this client, because I know what result I'm driving for them. And if the client sees this video, they will leave a comment and say, look, I'm very happy with it. I'm not scamming them out of anything. They're very happy with the service and we have a great relationship. It's because I'm delivering a very specific result for them. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this brought light to a handful of a little bit of how I think as an entrepreneur and how I really work with my business. This works as well with my agency, with any of the courses that I sell to you guys or to anybody, which you can find all of them in the description. Impact Income is the one that I'm working on now, which teaches people how to build their personal brand and how to scale and monetize with information products like coaching and courses, right? I said courses. So again, hope you enjoyed, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you have any comments you want to share, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next video.